Hello, I'm Joachim Duplessis. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. St. Lucia, like most of the nations, have been experiencing a heat wave despite the heavy rains. July was recorded as the hottest month since records began. The increase in temperature is having an effect not only on the environment but also on people's health and wellness and their productivity. The sick and the elderly have been among the worst affected by the rise in temperature. Health officials have warned that people should avoid too much direct sunlight, wear appropriate clothing, limit or avoid the consumption of alcoholic beverages, remain hydrated, and limit strenuous activity during hottest hours of the day. So we ask, have you adjusted your daily routine to help you cope with the heat wave? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Well, I'm doing very good in the heat wave because I'm drinking a lot of water and I'm staying hydrated. I'm staying away from sunlight. I'm taking a lot of shade in, consuming a lot of water. Water is life, but too much of something is not good, you understand? So I would like to tell the world and tell the public in a respectable way to all authorities out there, vitamin E and vitamin D comes from sunlight. It don't comes from citrus. Citrus gives you vitamin C and vitamin A. So the heat right now, what you can do to conserve yourself from it is to drink a lot of water and exercise the body.
Well, Collie, there's nothing you could do, except in keep yourself hydrated and try to avoid the sun as best as you could. It's Mother Nature. It's just the time of year when we experience that kind of heat. July was the hottest month of the year and it's on record. So the only thing we could do is keep ourselves hydrated. Take fluids.
Chale susa itu shy. Really sure. Kung bo side low, ek pan po na tomasolila.
To protect myself from the heat wave, I just make sure I stay hydrated and get as much shade as possible.
Well, protect myself from strenuous working, keep myself in the shade, stay hydrated most of the time.
Well, the heat wave has caused me to drink more water, stay more hydrated, and try to stay out of the sun as much as possible. So I become a night person, right? But that's the best we can do with it.
The only adjustment somebody can do to protect themselves from the heat wave is to stay hydrated. Because even if you ask somebody to stay away from the sun, stay indoors, and so indoors is even worse. The heat is even worse inside than outside. So you cannot even say, well, you can tell people to somebody to stay away from the heat and stay indoors. So it's just hydration alone. I think that is all you can do to protect yourself from the heat wave. Just stay hydrated.
We have fait un adjustment, but c'est boire glow. Pas rester en bas. Tout le monde pour try garder pour si ça try tirer comme from soleil chaud ça. Le soleil chaud ça va descendre en blague. So nous dans heat wave nous respect anything from là. Comment monde just ka tomber, comment monde just ka faire comme bail. So nous just ça nous a dit. Nous apprendre.
Man, I drink a lot of water, that's number one, and I encourage people not to destroy the trees that we have around us because they are very important to keep us a little cool and absorb the heat for us. So I'm telling the people that we should drink more water and leave the trees and don't destroy them.
The adjustments are just within ourselves. We have to drink a lot of water and then even though we work in the sun, but give ourselves sometimes off that kind of heat waves we are receiving now.
Moi vis en jardin, c'est bon la vie à moyen, c'est pliant de l'eau na coucher. Les chalets boire ko continuer. Avec manger c'est pas couer ça gourmand bail qu'on pour rafraîchir moi. Oui, en chaleur de l'eau parce que la vie à même en musique là boire, en musique na ben na boire de l'eau. Oui, bouton chaud en l'air moi c'est ça qui chose que n'a point de fait en malombe passer en l'air comme one time.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The Speaker of St. Lucia's House of Assembly, Claudius Francis, in an address to the participants of the ongoing Women in Politics training program, said women are the backbone of political organizations in St. Lucia despite the appearance of men being at the forefront. There are currently only 2 female elected parliamentarians in St. Lucia, with calls for more females to serve in the House of Assembly as elected parliamentarians. Heraldine Rock was the first woman to be elected to St. Lucia's House of Assembly, representing Castries Southeast from 1974 to 1979. So we ask, Will electing more females to St. Lucia's House of Assembly make a positive difference in politics in St. Lucia? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.